This week, the hotel inspector meets a B&B owner who's living in a 50s dream world.
I love the 1950s. Let's try and recreate it here.
Where the hotel rooms are more last century than 21st.
I've actually graded my rooms.
Yep.
Awful, very awful, and terrible.
But can Alex establish a better future for number 9?
I can't quite believe that I'm saying this to you.
This is number 9, a 6-bedroom B&B in one of Britain's busiest seaside towns, Torquay in Devon. It's both home and business to Rachel Roth, a 50s enthusiast who dreams of winding back the clock to a golden age.
I love the 1950s. Clothes were lovely, people dressed nicely. I think it was the last decade of the 20th century that had any sort of style about it or elegance. Let's try and recreate it here.
And what better location to express her passion than a quaint B&B in the heart of the English Riviera?
I've always wanted to have a bed and breakfast, and I've never been able to find anybody to do it with me. So I thought, well, blow this. I'm going to do it on my own.
But after 8 months of running number 9, Rachel has discovered that it's no piece of cake. Her occupancy rate has fallen to a dismal 17%, and Rachel is running out of time and money.
I've put all my savings into this bed and breakfast. If I went under, I don't think I would ever recover.
Rachel bought number 9 hot on the heels of a failed relationship. At £355,000, the B&B was an expensive piece of retail therapy that has failed to cheer her up.
A week after I moved here, I remember sitting in the garden and just burst into tears and thought, oh my God, what have I done? I've made a terrible mistake.
Far from providing the new start she was hoping for, Rachel is now isolated and trapped within the empty B&B.
I get very lonely when it's empty, yes, particularly as I still haven't met that many people in Torquay yet.
Rachel's love affair with number 9 is almost at an end, but she's determined to make it work.
I'm 55 now. I haven't got many years left of my working life, so I want to go out with a bang, really.
Charged with rescuing Rachel is Alex Polizzi, niece of the legendary hotelier Rocco Forte and owner of the award-winning Ensley Hotel in Devon. But will Alex be able to give number 9 a successful future?
You must be Alex. Hello, how
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and I'm so pleased to have you here.
Thank you very much. A very good journey.
Even before Alex has a chance to take off her coat, Rachel checks her into the B&B's most expensive room. Room 4 sells for £50 per night.
I've actually graded my rooms.
Yep.
3 categories: awful, very awful, and terrible.
What am I in?
Sorry, it was terrible. I think it's gone up to very awful because I did paint the bathroom.
With so few guests, Rachel hasn't been able to afford any renovations to the B&B's 6 bedrooms. She needs to increase her occupancy rate in order to bring them into the 21st century. But what does the hotel inspector make of room 4?
First impressions are good because it's clean. I hate the fact it's so pink, however. I mean, pink everywhere. It really is taking a theme too far. You have homemade shortbread made by Rachel with her compliments left on the tea tray, which is a lovely touch. So she's getting some things so right and other things just dramatically wrong.
Once Alex has seen her room, Rachel is keen to show her all the faults and failings of the B&B, room by room.
Take a deep breath.
I'm poised.
Right, there's been a leak up there and it hasn't been made good. I bought the bedspreads, they were curtains.
It looks like someone was running a high-class bordello.
And the horror continues downstairs. The guest lounge is cluttered with all sorts of 50s-esque paraphernalia, and the basement diner is looking outdated and uninviting.
Look, isn't that dreadful?
But behind the laughter, Alex suspects that Rachel is struggling with the day-to-day pressures of running a guest house. It's time to uncover the truth.
Since you've been open, are you covering the running costs of the house?
Not at the moment, no. I've had to dip into my capital to cover the mortgage and the expenses.
Do you think you have a feeling yet about how much the house will annually cost you to run?
I've never really worked it out. I shy away from figures, and that's my downfall.
And it isn't only Rachel's finances that are suffering. Month after month of running an empty hotel is beginning to take its emotional toll.
You do get terribly down, and you just think that that phone is never going to ring again, and, you know, you're never going to be renting rooms out anymore, you know. And I get so low, I find it very difficult to motivate myself.
You feel like crawling into bed, throwing the duvet over your head and not coming out for a week.
I do, yes.
I know that.
Yes, with a bottle of wine.
I know it would do.
Yes.
I know. I'm surprised by how much I like Rachel. I always get very irritated, usually, by people who don't take their businesses seriously. But she has an immense joie de vivre that is irresistible. And I have this immense desire to try and help her out, see if I can't give her a hand.
8 months ago, after a failed love affair, Rachel Roth bought number 9, a 6-roomed bed and breakfast in Torquay that she hoped would mend her broken heart. But so far, the failing business hasn't lifted her spirits.
If I went under, I don't think I would ever recover. I'd go into a deep depression, and I don't want that to happen.
There are over 45,000 bed spaces in the area around Torquay. Number 9 is drowning in a sea of competition, leaving Rachel in financial trouble.
At the moment, I do everything on my own because I can't afford to employ staff.
And with Rachel's confidence at an all-time low, she's struggling to integrate herself into the local hospitality community.
It is difficult being a single lady. I still haven't met that many people in Torquay yet.
Having already been given the guided tour, Alex is ready to continue her investigation. The hotel inspector heads downstairs. Rachel has decorated the £50 per night room 9 with her take on the 1950s. But what will Alex make of the room?
There's a lot of clutter. You can hardly get to the bathroom door for a start. I don't really understand on what basis she wants this to be a 50s B&B. As far as I can see, there's nothing 50s here, apart from some fashion plates on the walls. Even this armchair is more 70s than 50s, so we don't really have that much to build on.
And as the hotel inspector prepares to call it a night, Rachel is left to wonder what Alex will make of her B&B.
I'm very excited. I'm dying to hear what she says about the bed and breakfast tomorrow morning. Don't care if she's critical. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm not going to be too upset. Well, hope not anyway.
The following morning, and Rachel is up to make sure all is perfect for her special guest. Will the early bird catch the worm?
I'm just a little bit nervous this morning about cooking the breakfast. I want it to look good.
A decent breakfast is a crucial ingredient of a successful B&B. But will Alex have any appetite after her night at number 9?
I really had to force myself to go to sleep last night because I feel like there's something Rachel's not really telling me about the financial side, because her costs aren't so high that it's not manageable.
So there are some tough questions ahead for Rachel, but not before Alex has sampled her breakfast.
Good morning,
Morning,
Alex.
Rachel.
How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Did you sleep all right?
Very well indeed, thank
Fantastic.
you. And I ate the shortbread this morning, which I really enjoyed.
Did you?
Yes, thank
So
you.
you won't want much breakfast?
I'm starving.
Rachel knows this is no time for mistakes, but a hungry hotel inspector is making her fret.
I think it's very important to have a special pan for your scrambled egg. I didn't ask her how she wanted her bacon cooked. Does she like it crispy? Very, very quickly. There we are. Gosh, let's hope it's not too hard for her. Here goes. There you are.
Thank you, doll.
Okay.
Lovely.
Would you like any sauce?
No,
Right.
thank you very much.
Anything else?
Just a sausage.
Oh, yes. Oh, and by the way, I failed to tell you, lots of preserves over there if you'd like some.
Clearly a little nervous, Rachel has managed to get breakfast over with. But what's the verdict?
How was it? How was the breakfast? Was it okay?
Lovely. Your bacon's very good quality.
Right.
So I approve, all in all. It tasted delicious and it was very nice having hot toast for a change.
That's fantastic. Really pleased.
No,
yes.
I enjoyed it.
While Rachel clears up from breakfast, Alex is keen to see the guest lounge, which is more of a personal exhibition than public space.
It's absolutely full of all of her stuff, and most of it I loathe. It looks like every holiday she's been on, she's brought back something. Feels far too personal, it's surrounded by all her photos, and it's just not somewhere I think that people would feel very at their ease. I certainly wouldn't if I was a paying guest.
Now that Alex has got to the bottom of the decor, it's time to get to the bottom of the B&B's financial woes. It's time for Rachel to face the music.
One of the things that is very clear to me is that you have got to stop burying your head in the sand about the financial side of this. So I want you to tell me actually how much money you borrowed to buy this house.
I borrowed £160,000.
And you're just paying back the interest at the moment?
Yes.
Are you up to date with paying back your interest?
No.
It turns out Rachel is 3 months behind on her payments, and her loan is also up for renewal. With hardly any guests, she's even struggling to make the B&B's monthly outgoings of £1,800.
Now I know this, we need to work backwards
Yes.
from that. Did you do some research before you set your rates?
I looked on the websites of other hotels and had a look what they were charging, and £45, £50 a night seemed to be the norm.
And have you been to see what these £45, £50 a night places are like?
I haven't been inside, no. I've only looked on their websites.
So Alex's concerns over the finances have been justified. In order to get this house in order, Rachel will have to take responsibility and tackle her books. Alex also wants to show Rachel what the standards are in Torquay's competitive market and introduce her to the local hotel community. First, though, she wants Rachel to focus on her own B&B.
I want you to walk around as if you were a punter. I'm talking about making sure that the shower's regrouted, replacing cracked tiles, doing some of the downstairs decorating. I want you to do a list of what you think in order of importance.
Yes.
A list so that we have something in front of us that we can tick off.
I really should assign a morning to do it.
And
Forget
stop
about
with your
everything else.
displacement activities, because you know what? It's easier to make wonderful, wonderful shortbread than it is to sit down
I know.
and do something like this.
Rachel appears to be taking all of Alex's suggestions on board, but there's still one thorny issue left to discuss.
Finally, I'm going to say something that I'm sure you're not going to be thrilled about. Your 1950s idea. I don't know necessarily whether that is the right way to take the bed and breakfast. I think what people want is something clean and modern with touches, with your personal touches that make it special. Your 1950s stuff is ephemera. It's all decorative and it's little bits and bobs.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of all the pictures.
Alex leaves number 9 with the issue unresolved, and only time will tell if the hotel inspector's message has been heard.
My head says to run away from here and never come back again. But in my heart, I know I've got to try and help Rachel. The only way I can do that, though, is if she pulls her head out of the sand and starts dealing with the realities of her situation.
That was a difficult meeting, that. She doesn't seem very keen about the 50s. I thought it was a really good idea.
As a new day is born, there's a change at number 9. Despite their failure to reach an agreement over the 50s theme, Alex's tough talk has struck a chord, and Rachel is organising her finances. Her top priority is to secure a new loan, and for the first time in months, Rachel sets up a long overdue meeting with her accountant.
I really need to get these accounts sorted out, so I'm slightly worried about them.
And despite her fears, the news is good.
It's just a question of refining this a bit, getting it into a business plan form. We can make it all add up.
Brilliant.
It's an encouraging meeting, and Rachel returns to the B&B to tackle the other jobs left by Alex.
The chest of drawers in the wardrobe, dump, redeck and refurbish. Now then, bathroom. Oh dear, not good at all.
She looks around the B&B as if she were a guest. The exercise helps her focus and even reignites her passion for number 9. It's been 3 weeks and Alex is back in Torquay. Inside number 9, Rachel has a little surprise that she hopes will impress the hotel inspector.
This is my new office and I want you to open it for me.
Oh, you're a
Here
loon,
are some scissors.
You're a loon, but I like
I know, I am loony, aren't I?
Oh, my God.
Right, I declare this
Office formally open!
Hooray! Come on in, right, new office. I've even painted it. I just same colour, but anyway. I cleaned the windows. Yes, I bought a book.
What you need to do in every
What I
room.
need to do in each room. Here we are.
Rachel, I am so proud of you.
Yes, and then I burnt the midnight oil doing all this paperwork for you.
Alex is encouraged by Rachel's progress with the finances, but it's only the first step. She now needs to up her occupancy rate and attract guests to number 9. Alex has secretly invited Visit Britain to grade the B&B, as a star rating will offer much-needed marketing. But before that, there's still an awful lot of work to do. And Alex has a plan. She wants to take Rachel away from the confines of her B&B.
I think what I would like to do is take you out into Torquay.
That sounds great.
I'd like to show you some of your competition. I think it'd be helpful for you.
Oh, it would. I've been trying to do this. I really want to see my competition. It's very difficult when you're,
I know, when you don't have an excuse.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
She hopes to introduce Rachel to a social network of local industry partners.
Nice to meet you.
Alex Polizzi.
First, the traditionally styled Marston, owned by Ian and Craig. Alex hopes this tour will make Rachel realise the key to successful hotel themes is simplicity.
Lovely.
Their king rooms sell for £58 per night.
I love the wallpaper
Yes.
and I love this red.
We've chosen very traditional type furnishings, some modern touches with an iPod docking station and a flat screen TV.
Next is the bay-windowed four-poster room, which retails at £69 per night.
It's lovely. Nice, warm colours.
Yeah.
Welcoming.
This is important because I wanted you to see that there's a kind of uniformity of theme.
It's a great idea.
Alex's message about the need for subtle themes seems to be getting through to Rachel. and she's also making some important contacts.
A lot of the hotels all work together, particularly in the summertime where there's an excess of customers and not enough bed spaces.
That's good.
We'll all contact each other
Yes.
to pass guests amongst each other if one's full and the other one isn't. Now I've met you, I'll be able to do that for you.
Oh, thank you.
To drive home to Rachel that the subtle theming can be profitable, Alex takes her to the Hillcroft, an internationally themed B&B.
Hello, I'm Rachel.
Rachel, I'm Stuart.
Hello, Stuart.
Its standard rooms sell for £75, a third more than the same rooms at number 9.
This is the double bedroom of the Provence suite.
Their steadily improving occupancy rate is proof that people are prepared to pay more for the right accommodation.
And this is the sitting room.
Gosh, this is another lovely room.
And this is our Tuscany room. This is sort of standard double ensuite.
And you say this is a standard room?
This is a standard room.
It's lovely. Oh, yes. I like the cubicle, the shower cubicle, the blue tiles. Aren't they nice?
The Hillcroft's international theme means that each bedroom subtly reflects a different country in its decor.
And this is Amsterdam.
The owners have clearly hit on a successful formula. But by drawing comparisons to number 9, Rachel is left feeling down.
I feel a bit daunted, to be perfectly honest. You know, you come to a place like this and you think, oh my God, my place is dreadful.
Rachel.
It's really awful.
Oh, no, well, our thing is we need something to aspire to.
Yes.
Every room has a theme, but it's not over-themed.
That's right.
You know, there's things that we can take away with us that are actually reassuring, as well as the steep hill to climb.
Yes, yes.
Alex had hoped that their trip to the competition would have inspired Rachel to move forward with updating number 9. Torquay townhouse number 9 is sinking in an ocean of B&Bs. With barely any customers and no profits to speak of, its lovelorn owner, Rachel Roth, is slipping deeper into despair.
When the house is empty, I get very depressed and I don't feel like doing anything.
She's failed to renovate any of the hotel's shabby interiors since buying the property 8 months ago,
I mean, pink everywhere. It really is taking a theme too far.
and is getting trounced by the competition.
You come to a place like this and you think, oh my God, my place is dreadful. It's really awful.
Alex had hoped that by showing Rachel what the nearby guest houses were offering, she'd be inspired to update number 9. But her plan appears to be faltering as Rachel leaves the Hillcroft B&B in a fragile state.
How are you feeling, Rachel?
Oh, a bit depressed, really.
Are you?
Yes, a bit down. I don't see how I could ever get my rooms to that sort of standard, you know, without having to spend an awful lot of money. I mean, they need to be decorated. It's going to take a long time, you know, and I haven't got a lot of time.
I'm sorry, doll. I didn't take you there to depress you. I just think it's good to know what's out there and it's good to be aware of the realities of the competition. Don't be downhearted.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We've got a way to go before I let you be downhearted, OK?
Alex's initial idea was to relaunch an updated number 9 with a cocktail party once Visit Britain had rated the B&B. But she puts her plans on hold and takes Rachel out for a heart-to-heart. Alex can't turn around the hotel unless Rachel puts her past behind her.
When I bought the hotel, it was a very, very dark period for me, Alex. It was dreadful. Actually, looking back now, I was suffering from very, very bad depression.
Rachel thought that buying number 9 would be the medicine she needed, but the failure of her relationship has proved a bitter pill to swallow.
Unfortunately, I've always been with the wrong man. I met this chap, and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I turned around one day and I said, "You're not in love with me anymore, are you?"
Alex wants Rachel to start ruling with her head instead of her heart. If she can help her make a success of number 9, then Rachel might break this vicious cycle.
Everything that we've talked about tonight really is about the past.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the future. Your unique selling point at the hotel is you. It's very important that you feel good and that you feel up because you have a fantastic character.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
very welcoming to people, you're very generous-spirited, and it really shines through.
And Alex has made one decision that's sure to put a smile on Rachel's face.
Done some research. Okay. And it turns out that there is a bit of a 50s market.
I told you so,
in
didn't I?
Devon.
Yes, done.
So, although I can't quite believe that I'm saying this to you because God knows telling anyone to do a themed hotel would not normally be what I'd do, but I am going to try and help you make it a 1950s.
You're
themed hotel.
not. Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
To keep her promise, Alex will give room 4 and the dining area a makeover using a subtle 50s theme. The room will then act as a template which Rachel can copy when she updates the rest of the B&B.
When I woke up this morning, I thought, goodness gracious me, this is quite a responsibility because it's not just the problems with the bed and breakfast that we've got to try and sort out. It's a fact that the bed and breakfast and the success of it is so bound up in Rachel's sense of self-worth after what she's gone through.
Alex has decided to go ahead with the cocktail party to relaunch number 9 in 6 weeks' time. With the Visit Britain grading imminent, the hotel inspector needs to inspire Rachel into action.
I hate all this leaflet stuff.
Oh, so do I.
Hate it.
Yes.
I would love you to write a one-size sheet that says your guide to Torquay and what to do that's nice around here. So when people ask you, you can suggest it to people. And so I'd like to send you out and do some exploring.
Sounds exciting.
OK, good.
And with Rachel out of the way, it's on with some of the jobs she couldn't face. Alex has called on Rachel's sister, Jane, to help her declutter the over-personalised guest lounge.
I think there's far too many photos of Rachel herself. Guests have to feel comfortable coming in here.
Yeah, but where do we start?
Let's clear the mantelpiece.
Yes.
We'll give it a go and we'll see what we think.
OK.
Yeah?
I've come in to pick your brains. I hope you don't mind. I will buy some fudge as well. My name's Rachel, and I've got a bed and breakfast. It's not far away. Let me give you my card. Yes, that proves I really have got a bed and breakfast here. People are very friendly, very helpful. Thank you. OK, thank you. Bye. Do you know something? Torquay's quite nice.
You know I'm going to get the blame for all this.
I'm hoping it's going to be you. I'm hoping so.
Well, we can remove the sleeping cat on store. He's going to sleep through all this.
By taking some of the personal items away, Alex believes the room will feel more inviting to guests. But crucially, it'll also help Rachel let go of the past.
It all looks so much better already. I'm going to look forward to her reaction. Let's see when she comes back. I think we better have a nice cup of tea, maybe.
I think that'd be I think we need a bottle of wine for her, actually.
Rachel has made the most of her tour of Torquay's tourist hotspots, and by the time she gets back, the new look lounge is ready to be unveiled.
Can I open my eyes now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness me. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, did you think so?
It's fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm so pleased.
Oh, it's lovely.
You've got lots of nice things.
Yes.
But they're being overcrowded.
Oh, I know.
By focusing on Rachel's more authentic items, the lounge now feels less personal and more 50s chic.
So now she likes it, do you still want me to take the blame?
Oh, well, I think we can both take a little credit there, Alex.
Yay, well done, Dale.
So Alex has managed to lift Rachel's spirits. But with the relaunch and the Visit Britain inspection just weeks away, Rachel must take the helm and steer number 9 in the right direction.
Rachel, I'm going to say farewell. It's not goodbye because I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Lovely.
But I feel you've done an amazing job so far. You've been incredibly honest and honest with yourself, which is such a hard thing to do. We've started turning this baby round.
Good.
And what I'd love you to do is to keep on decluttering.
Yes.
To work on Rachel's guide for Torquay.
Yes.
And most of all, stay positive.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's been a rollercoaster couple of days. The truth is, I really want number 9 to succeed. I just hope that all this emotional outpouring will help Rachel move on and help her put her business first.
Just a few days later, and there's concrete evidence that Alex's plan is working. Rachel is throwing out the old and giving number 9 a much-needed spring clean. Also unmistakable is the change in her mood.
The brochure's coming on really well. I have been out a lot more and it's done me a lot of good, I think, as well.
It seems that creating Rachel's guide to Torquay has given her the nudge she needed.
I've got some identity back again. I can now go out and face people. Hey, that was a good one.
Back at number 9, Alex's design team have arrived. For only £5,000, they're giving room 4 a subtle 50s update that Rachel can use as a template for the rest of her hotel. And downstairs, the dining room will get the same treatment.
Oh, joy of joy.
Number 9 is a hive of activity. With the rooms taking shape, Rachel is using her new contacts to good effect.
Hi, Stuart. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Stuart from the Hillcroft is also an experienced handyman and has been roped in to shed some light at the B&B.
It's been very nice to meet them. Yes, it's a lot better. I don't feel completely alone any longer.
It's been 3 weeks and the hotel inspector is back in Torquay. And she hits the ground running.
Here I am back at number 9 for the final push. This time round, I want to make sure that the building is up to scratch. So I've come to help put the final touches on the new rooms, which I'm dying to have a look at. This looks much nicer. It's not quite straight, darling. It needs to go up at the left a bit. Have you got a shelf in here?
Yeah, that's about to go up.
But before she allows Rachel to see her new rooms, Alex wants to see the final draft of Rachel's guide to Torquay.
It looks wonderful.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Rachel's favourite excursions and places to visit. All right. Dear guest, I have put together a few of my favourite places that I enjoy visiting and also various excursions I like to go on.
Rachel, I am so impressed.
Are you?
Yes, well done.
Thanks very much. Well, it was quite good because it did actually get me out and about, which was nice.
That was a little bit of the plan.
I thought it was.
And how are your spirits?
Good. Yeah, I feel very optimistic.
What I love is the fact that you have just really thrown yourself into this project. That is what's going to make the difference.
Yes.
The fact that you're attacking what you need to do and that nothing's going to stand in your way. And
No, it's not.
That is what success is built on.
A successful bed and breakfast is also built on the standard of its decor and layout. The once dreary and drab dining room is now a clean and bright eating space that every guest can enjoy.
Oh, my goodness me.
It's a bit
Look
better,
at
isn't it?
this. It's absolutely wonderful. And the carpets and the colour of the paint. And look at the blinds. Oh, they're beautiful.
And there's 2 very nice Vogue pictures. Look.
Let's have a look. Oh, yes. I love the red one.
I do too. I do too.
Great.
No more bits and bobs, Alex, ever. ever again.
Do you promise?
I promise. I'm going to keep it simple like this, definitely.
This is now going to become a much more functional room for you.
And the cluttered, all-pink room 4 is now a light, spacious and sophisticated bedroom. But will it get the seal of approval?
My goodness me. I don't believe it.
Do you like it?
It's just marvellous. It's beautiful. Oh, Alex, it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you so much, Alex. Oh, just look. I love that paper.
Good.
I really do. It's very tasteful. Ah! Look at this.
And even the bathroom is flushed with success.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Obviously, what we now want to do is make sure that you get busy.
Yes.
So I want you to sell, sell, sell.
With this in mind and the work finished, Alex wants to open the doors of number 9 to the local hoteliers and business people. She wants Rachel to organise a 50s-themed cocktail party so she can make more local contacts. The pressure is on, and Rachel takes to it with a renewed confidence.
Listen, I've just suddenly realised you are coming, aren't you? OK then, bye.
But unbeknownst to her, one of the guests booked in tonight is an undercover inspector from Visit Britain. With an official rating, number 9 will go on approved accommodation lists and websites. It's just what the B&B needs to up its occupancy rate.
No, very nice to meet you. Did you have a good journey?
Yeah, not bad, actually. No.
Alison Barham will spend the night, have breakfast and check out in the morning. Only then will she reveal her true identity.
There's a little thing here, Rachel's favourite excursions for you.
True to form, Rachel takes Alison on a guided tour of the new look number 9.
Right, well, here we are. Here's the lounge. You're very welcome to come and sit in here if you'd like to, you know. This is the dining room. Okay. Where you'll be having breakfast. My garden, it's a lovely garden. It's south-facing and you just get the sun all day.
Number 9 is about to go back in time. Rachel Roth has been preparing a 1950s cocktail party to celebrate the new look B&B and her newfound enthusiasm.
It's just marvellous. It's beautiful.
After a rocky journey, Alex has steered number 9 in the right direction. But it's now time for Rachel to stand on her own 2 feet. Judgment Day has arrived. Alison Barham from Visit Britain has spent the night undercover, sampled breakfast, and is now assessing the rest of the B&B. Later today, she will reveal if number 9 has won a star rating. But downstairs, a blissfully ignorant Rachel is more concerned about the 80-plus guests that will soon descend upon number 9.
I'm just beginning to get into panic mode, which isn't very good. I've never really made cheese balls, so it's a bit sort of... I'm making it up, actually, but it is a little bit daunting, and Alex is going to be here, and I do want it to be right. So, you know, I'm trying not to panic.
With Rachel in a world of her own, upstairs, Alison has finished her assessment. A good star rating would make a huge difference to the B&B's appeal.
Thank you very much indeed. Would you like to take one of my cards?
Yeah, sure.
For future reference?
Maybe we could do a swap. I'm actually from Visit Britain. I've come to do your assessment. Bit of a surprise.
Yes. Well, I hope everything went all right.
It was very
for you.
comfortable, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's great.
So
Okay.
what we need to do is to sort of have a chat, really. OK, Rachel, I've had a look round all the rooms, and obviously the room I stayed in was not one of the refurbished ones. I think there's tweaking that could still be done in the rooms as they exist. I think the ones that you've already done are a really good standard, and I think most people would be more than happy to stay here. And the rating that we are going to award you is 3-star.
Well, it's a good start, isn't it?
It's an excellent start.
Yes.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Well, I think what it was like when I first came, yes. It's a jolly good start, yes.
Excellent. Good. Good.
3 stars is a remarkable achievement for Rachel and a great launchpad to increase the B&B's occupancy rate. And what better way to celebrate number 9's success than to have a 1950s themed cocktail party? Alex is back just in time to find out the good news.
Rachel.
Alex, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I know tonight's the night of the party,
Yes,
but
yes.
just quickly, you've had Visit Britain here.
I have.
How did you do?
I got 3 stars and I'm going in their guidebook.
Are you happy?
Yes, very happy. It's a good start, isn't it?
It is, darling. Well
Yes.
done.
Yes, thanks very much.
But there's no time to celebrate as number 9 starts to fill with guests. Rachel takes the opportunity to show off her B&B to the great and the good of the local hotel industry.
It's okay, isn't
I
it?
love the way you put the party in, that's very clever.
Yes, yeah.
Alex throws herself into the party.
Who doesn't have a cocktail? I got a peanut. Every time I come back, the place looks better, brighter, more cared for. Rachel seems still incredibly positive, and I think that's a very good sign because Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take a long time to turn this business around, but all the signs are positive.
The party's a great success, and everyone, it seems, has a good word for Rachel.
I think the 50s theme is great. I think that ought to be brought out a little more, if anything. It's something which gives it an identity, and I think that's very important.
It's just so different. It's completely unique.
And Rachel's just so, she's got that personal touch and it's just really, really nice.
As the sun sets on the English Riviera and the final guests leave, all that remains is for Alex to sit Rachel down one last time.
So the best moment and the worst moment for you were?
Right, well, the best moments, I think, was today.
Yeah.
It was so lovely to see the hotel full of people enjoying themselves. And, yes, it was lovely. The month or so before you arrived, Alex, it was a hard time. And I feel a lot better now.
You look transformed. You look very cheerful. I'm thrilled to see so many people here. Keep on building on your contacts. Make sure that they're doing the best they can to sell for you. Keep on trying to renovate as the money comes in, because I think that just will make such a difference to your own outlook. And finally, I hope with all my heart that your number 9 becomes the success it deserves to be.
Thank you very much, Alex. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be.
I'm leaving number 9 with a real smile on my face. The difference in Rachel is amazing, and I just hope she can find the grit to keep on going and make sure that number 9 becomes the success that she deserves.
This week on The Hotel Inspector, everything is far from rosy in the Garden of England.
What you have is a whole collection of dust collectors.
And there's a battle of wills brewing.
There's so much shit everywhere.
I'm not getting rid of any of my limited editions, no.
But will Alex be able to convince the owners that it's out with the old and in with the new?
Well, Alex might have some cheap crap at her hotel she'd like to put in here. I suggest you go down to Devon, actually.
Garden Lodge in Folkestone is a 5-bedroom guest house a stone's throw away from the Channel Tunnel and the continental ferry ports of the Kent coast. The guest house has acted as a home and a source of income for the Cooper family for 23 years. And Mum Sue leaves little doubt as to who's in charge.
I think you could honestly say I'm the boss. We moved in here and it was the ideal opportunity to start our own business so I could be at home all the time with the children.
But after running a guest house for 2 decades, the line between personal and professional has become blurred.
Primarily, Garden Lodge is our home, but at the end of the day, you haven't got a home without a business and you haven't got the business without the home.
While Sue can't separate the two, husband Ron goes one step further.
First and foremost, it is a family home, and secondly, it is coming up to be a world-renowned bed and breakfast.
But dwindling customer numbers tell a very different story. The occupancy rate dipped as low as 5% in January. And with new budget competitions springing up all over the neighbourhood, Garden Lodge is struggling to compete.
As time's gone on, people come to a bed and breakfast and they expect you to be like a first-class hotel. They don't respect anything in our homes. They've been nasty to my dogs. We're not a hotel, and it's about time people learnt the difference.
Sue is losing the battle, with biting customer reviews on TripAdvisor claiming, "Only stay here if you really have no other choice." Garden Lodge has definitely lost its bloom. Enter award-winning international hotelier Alex Polizzi. Can the hotel inspector nip Garden Lodge's decline in the bud?
Overall, first impressions really aren't bad, so I'm wondering, can there be something on the inside that's putting guests off? Hello, I'm Alex Polizzi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Jack's come in.
Thank you very much. Wow. You collect fairies by any chance?
Yes. If you'd like to register.
Pleasure.
Right.
Barely over the threshold, and it's obvious to Alex that the guest house has a truly one-of-a-kind decor.
Where would you like to start?
Up over to you, tell me.
Right. Dining room? Yes.
All right, great. Go.
Crammed to the rafters with family photos, dolls, paintings, ornaments and souvenirs from Bali, the dining room is an Aladdin's cave of curios.
Don't know where to look first, do you?
No, I don't. You have collections of virtually everything.
Everything. I'm a hoarder.
You're a hoarder. All the dolls.
Yes, I collected those from when I was very small.
If Alex thought the dining room fairies were fanciful, just wait till she sees the lounge.
This is the lounge.
My goodness.
We actually share it with our guests. We like to talk to our guests, so they sit with us.
My goodness gracious me. I don't know quite what to say. It's overwhelming. Lovely.
With no separate sitting room for guests, visitors to Garden Lodge share Sue's lounge with her and her collections.
So you wouldn't have room to put one more thing anywhere here, would you?
Yes, I'd soon find room.
I'll keep that in mind.
OK.
Let's go and talk, shall we?
OK, good idea.
Sue, tell me, how has your business changed over the last 3 years?
Where business wasn't so seasonal before, it's getting seasonal now, and the winters are getting very quiet.
Why do you think that is?
There's a big impact on smaller places like us of the new budget hotels that are opening, and so they expect hotel facilities at bed and breakfast prices.
To make this more of a success, what are you prepared to do?
I had sort of had a whisper that you would declutter me, and that is the thing that frightens me.
Darling, I need a skip and a removal truck. I don't think this is a moment for cardboard boxes, do you? I mean, goodness gracious.
It's all valuable stuff. You couldn't have a skip.
With the battle lines drawn, Sue checks the hotel inspector into the 4-poster bedroom, Garden Lodge's finest, at £85 a night.
Right, this is your room, and I'd just like to tell you there's no ornaments.
I can see you've still managed to sneak in a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well, when they're plain walls, it is nice to have something.
And plates.
Yes. But no ornaments.
Thank you very much indeed. It's It's just completely overwhelming, isn't it? The amount of stuff. Stuff everywhere. And Ron does the maintenance. I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to him about this. I wouldn't want to be too energetic in here. And with, of course, the essential flower fairies, and it all becomes a horrible nightmare mix.
But for Sue, having the hotel inspector assess her home and business is proving to be difficult from the start.
When somebody comes and criticises your own home and everything, it really makes you feel pig sick. But I do believe in calling a spade, and if she told me something I didn't like, I'm likely to tell her to piss off.
For over 2 decades, Sue Cooper and her family have owned Garden Lodge, a 5-bedroom guest house in Folkestone. But after 20 years of combining home and business, the guest house has become dated. Sue wants to improve Garden Lodge, but doesn't take any notice of complaints about her and her business on websites like TripAdvisor.
I don't think it's us. I think some people, it's just their nature. Wherever they stay, they wouldn't be happy.
Alex Polizzi is being called in to troubleshoot the problems at Garden Lodge. After seeing how cluttered the public rooms are, she heads off to find out if the rest of the guest house is just as crammed with collections.
You can already tell what I'm looking at, which is more flower fairies. Good. First of all, it's a relief that everything's kind of red after my pink room. This looks slightly odd. Looks like it should be over the chest of drawers. And of course, we have some more plates and a picture. Stuff everywhere.
Next door is the family room, which is the guest house's biggest earner. This room regularly rents for £125 per night.
What can I say about this room, apart from the fact it's clearly very purple? Once again, we have purple, followed by purple, with pink, purple, and in case we'd missed the theme, purple lampshade.
And even the bathroom hasn't escaped Sue's signature style.
Plates again, but this time plates with fish, with seahorses, and dolphins.
Alex has found all 5 ensuite bedrooms suffering from the same dated decor.
It's been an interesting first day, and I'm pretty sure that Sue and I have some interesting discussions ahead. The thing is that I'm starting to suspect that it's Sue, as much as her guest house, that needs some rejuvenating. But it is only day 1, and I'm going to reserve judgment until tomorrow.
Yesterday, the hotel inspector came face to face with Garden Lodge's tired interiors. But has a night spent in the 4-poster room left Alex fresh as a daisy?
Well, I felt like I was sleeping in a very well-upholstered chocolate box, which I'm sure some people would like, but isn't for me. The bed was comfortable, however. I think the worst thing about this room, and by association the entire house, is that there's so much shit everywhere. Where on earth would you put anything? Anything at all? Every surface is covered with her stuff. And everything, therefore, is slightly dirty, slightly grimy, and incredibly cobwebbed.
Sue's elaborate interiors seem to be affecting the hotel inspector.
It's a bit much first thing in the morning, this assault on the senses. I keep trying to think which is my favourite piece, but, you know, it's very hard to pick.
With every surface buried beneath 20 years of bric-a-brac, Alex will have a battle on her hands if she's to persuade Sue to clear out her precious collectibles. Keen to start the ball rolling, Alex heads off to the kitchen to meet Sue's right-hand man, husband Ron.
Bonjour, mon chef.
From me, good morning, Alex.
How are
Did you
you?
sleep well?
Not bad. The bed was comfortable.
It was. Okay.
Yes.
And
are you surprised?
You relaxed? No, of course not. All our beds are comfortable.
I did want to ask you about some of the rooms. To me, they seem like certainly some of the fixtures and fittings are slightly dated.
We try to certainly keep the rooms up to date. We don't want them looking outdated. Yeah.
People now travel with so much more stuff than they ever used to. One thing I have noticed in the rooms is that the plethora of stuff that Sue has in herself means that there's not much room to put anything of your own. Anyway, I'm just bringing it up, to start putting the cat among the pigeons.
So Alex has indicated the problems with the outdated rooms. And although breakfast goes off without a hitch, she's desperate to escape the stifling dining room interior and joins Sue for a breath of fresh air and a stroll around the guesthouse's al fresco attractions.
So, garden lodge, this is called. Let's look at the garden.
Right, well, we've got the pool.
Yep.
In here, we've got an electric shower, vanity unit and toilet, which they can use when they're in the pool.
Lovely.
This is our barbecue. Ron and my dad built this. That's one of the dog's toys. Ron and my dad built this so it looked like a wishing well. And this is our bottom lawn.
And what about this caravan?
That is something, if my kids have friends stay, they usually put them in the caravan.
Oh, really?
Garden Lodge is worlds apart from the big budget competition. But Sue is still convinced that she is offering something better.
In your view, why do you think people come to you rather than go to budget hotel?
They still like the personal service. They want something that's more friendly, where they feel secure. They've got the garden. It's more homely.
With Alex's first visit coming to an end, it's obvious to her that both the property and Sue's attitude need to be brought up to date. First, she tackles the sensitive topic of Sue's collections and the clutter they create.
Sue, Ron, I am here to try and get your business back on track. And I can't do that without telling you some painful truths. And I'm going to start with the amount of crap that you have managed to fill this house up with.
Well, I can't completely agree when you say that we shouldn't have all these personal things, because people come in and nobody has actually said to me, the place is full of clutter, we find it overwhelming or anything else.
If you really want to put up a decent fight for the budget hotels, you offer something that is as good as them. A budget hotel is decorated in all those neutral, plain colours that you loathe, but what they allow you to do is breathe and impose your personality on the place where you're staying. Whereas this house has so much personality that it bloody suffocates you. I think that it's fine in your part of the house, but I think it's overflown far too much, and I think you have to have a clear out.
If you're coming into a family home, they're unique, and we put our own mark on the place because it is our home, isn't it?
But there's not one surface that doesn't have a lace thing or a tray or a tea tray, or, you know, there's nowhere to put out anything of one's own.
Well, you've got wardrobes, you've got drawers.
Next is standards of cleanliness, which is a struggle with every inch of Garden Lodge covered in precious items.
This room, for me, is completely overwhelming. Now, I wouldn't mind these, but these, on top of this, on top of the green, it's layer upon layer upon layer of decoration. And Sue, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here and I can see that it's not immaculately clean either. There's so much here. How on earth can you keep it clean?
It is clean. I do spend a lot of time dusting all these different bits and pieces.
But what you have is a whole collection of dust collectors.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Well, I haven't made it
they're
up.
grimy.
I just think that people's expectations have moved on, and you are never going to be able to compete unless you move slightly with the times, Sue. So, for the bedrooms, I think we need to kind of clear some surfaces straight away. And I think you need to kind of simplify. Absolutely.
Obviously, I can see what you're saying, And if it helps in bringing in more people, then it's something that we must look at, obviously, seriously.
Sue seems unwilling to shift her position or her collections. But Alex won't give up without a fight. In order to move forwards, she suggests a compromise.
I mean, what I would love you to think about, I mean, if we could make this a kind of sitting dining room for guests, it would be one room where they could come and you could still have your family life in your sitting room. And maybe this is one room that we could slightly minimise.
Well, if we could change this then, look at your ideas and change this into a lounge diner, you know what's coming next. Does that mean that you don't get a skip in to take everything out of the lounge, which would be then our private lounge?
Basically, your lounge is your business then, because it's your room, it's your family room, OK? That is my only brief, Sue. I'm not trying, you know, I could never turn this house into something that it isn't, but I can make sure that it functions better. OK? If it was up to me, I'd like to get rid of everything in there, but I've got to try and respect Sue's individuality. One thing I am sure of is that there's plenty of battles ahead.
So Alex leaves with a clear idea of what's keeping guests from Garden Lodge. But can Sue handle Alex's home truths?
Well, I found it really offensive when she called all of our really beautiful limited edition stuff clutter. You know, it's stuff that means a lot to us and it's what we find pleasure in. I hope at the end of the day she really appreciates that just what a family-run guest house is. We're not a big hotel.
Alex agreed a clutter compromise with Sue. If the Coopers create a seating area for guests in the dining room, then they can leave the family lounge as is. But after some time to reflect, Sue has come up with her own plan.
She gave us that advice to separate the guests and the family, which is something we've always thought about doing, but, you know, I suppose we needed the final shove to make us go, and the day after she left, we went and ordered a conservatory.
I think Alex will think it's a good idea. Whether it was something she had in mind herself, I don't know.
Costing more than £10,000, the conservatory will be built by Ron and Sue's 85-year-old father, Joe.
It looks neat too with those bricks along
Yeah,
the
it
front.
does. Finishes it off.
With Ron and Joe busy outside, Sue's decluttering of the inside is yet to get off the ground.
Alex gave me lots of advice. Well, she thought it was good advice, obviously, but I didn't think much of most of it. There are other ways of increasing business that isn't making me remove all my valued possessions. I'm not getting rid of any of my limited editions, no.
It's been 3 weeks since Alex first arrived at the guest house, and she's back to find out if Sue has put a dent in the decluttering.
Well, I can see one thing that you've changed at least.
No tablecloth.
I approve.
Oh, that's good.
Do you like this without the tablecloths?
Yes, I do, actually. And it's less work.
It looks really clean and it somehow emphasises the garden, the green of the garden, which I think is lovely. What else has changed since I was last here?
Well, we've started to build a conservatory to use for a guest lounge.
So you agree with the principle? You think that it's a nice idea to have a bit more of a separation?
Yeah, I do. Plus, having a conservatory, they're sat in our garden, which is nice. And when I do functions in here, I can open up the doors and it gives me more function space.
Fantastic. Tick, tick.
So Alex approves of the extension, but if Garden Lodge is to compete with local rivals, it needs rooms that are simple and functional.
So, Sue, last time I was here, I had a few comments about the room.
Just a few.
You'd managed to sneak in a lot of plates and decoration, and that I thought the surfaces needed to be cleared.
Obviously, I knew that you were going to comment about the plates because you've commented about the plates in every other room, so why should this room escape? I've always been a hoarder, and even my friends tell me I'm a hoarder and I should get rid of stuff, but I just tell them to shut up because it's my house.
OK, well, I would like to bring in some locals who we've asked to act as our focus group. These are people who may be representative of guests who you might have. What I'm trying to do is show you that there is a body of opinion that may think that I have some justice on my side. That's the plan.
Right.
Determined to prove her point once and for all, Alex mounts an attack on Garden Lodge's guest rooms.
Thank you so much for coming this afternoon to Garden Lodge. I've invited you here because I would like you to look at the rooms and to give me your opinions about what you like and what you don't like. So for the purposes of this visit, we have a couple, we have a family group and a single businessman. Do try and be as specific as possible. I want you to comment on everything from colours to decor to cleanliness.
Garden Lodge in Folkestone is home and business to Sue Cooper and her family, but it's in trouble. With 3,000 bed spaces in town and big chain budget hotels springing up all around the area, the guest house is looking outdated.
Well, I felt like I was sleeping in a very well-upholstered chocolate box.
It's covered from floor to ceiling in clutter.
Darling, I need a skip and a removal truck.
And its owners think they know best.
I want things done my way most of the time, unless somebody can prove to me that they can do it better.
The hotel inspector needs to convince Sue that culling her collections and making the rooms more inviting will improve her business. To reveal what customers really think of the eclectic interiors, Alex has invited some potential guests to inspect the four-poster bedroom.
OK, as first reaction as a businessman, nowhere to sit to actually do any work tonight, so I was hoping for a bit of a desk and a table.
Well, that would be useful to have somewhere to put my laptop and that, so I could use that if I wanted to work at night. I'd have to work on my lap, wouldn't I?
I think it's really obviously designed by a woman. Yeah. You wouldn't get a man come and stay here. If I was a man, I could not stay in this room.
No, I wouldn't want to be a woman, to be honest.
Yeah, it's different.
The damning reviews come as no surprise to Alex, and she quickly gives the room a spring clean to clear some of the clutter.
What I'm trying to show is that actually you can leave a few things. It's just choosing what you leave and what you take away.
So Alex may be dicing the death by removing Sue's personal touches. But by swapping soft furnishings, grouping selected pictures and clearing surface areas, Alex knows the room will be more appealing to guests.
I think that looks so much better. It's taken me half an hour, and all I've done, really, is rearrange the room a little bit.
It's now time for the potential guests to see the revamped room.
Oh, wow. That's better.
It looks lovely, and the bedspread's gone. It looks amazing. I honestly can't believe that was done in 30 minutes.
I can see some of the wallpaper, and it's just plain simple. That's fine. I didn't know there was any before, but yeah.
If I was here as a businessman, I'd have somewhere to actually put my laptop and work.
And it's not like going into her home anymore.
No, I just like getting rid of the curtains. I felt that was a bit claustrophobic earlier.
But will Alex's handiwork land her in deep trouble with her biggest critic?
For a start, for my 4 stars, I'm not allowed to only have one bedside light. It's got to have 2 bedside, not over there, because I've got to be able to reach it from the bed. And I hate it without these drapes. These drapes is part of the thing. It should have 4 drapes, and they've been taken off, and that is not right.
Sue clearly doesn't approve of Alex's attempt to depersonalise one of Garden Lodge's bedrooms. However, one person has seen it as a change for the better.
I think it's opened the room up from what she's done.
I would say more than 90% of the people that come here appreciate the stuff that we've got round.
Well, you know, I don't really think my opinion is going to count for a lot.
He knows his place.
With Sue struggling to believe that her bric-a-brac may break her business, Alex sits the couple down to see if she can shock them into seeing things her way.
I wouldn't willingly choose to stay somewhere like this. Seems really like, this is what I want you to have.
Yeah, I like this, so you must
Yeah.
like this too.
I hope she never comes here.
It's almost staying at Grandma's house. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wish my grandma's house had a 4-poster bed in it.
Stop being defensive and listen.
Carpet, gotta go.
Carpet, unfortunately, does not go.
I mean, that would actually make a huge difference on its own, wouldn't it?
I probably wouldn't like the carpets he got in his house either, so they're not coming to buy the house.
The footage has had a big impact on Sue. For the first time, she's seeing what people really think of her guest house.
So, Sue, that must have been quite hard to watch. How do you feel?
It's awful. I mean, it makes you feel like you'd like to say to those people, well, I'll come into your house and see if I like your carpets, because you feel they're having a personal attack on you. You want to go and do it to them as well.
Well, you would have the right to do that if they ran B&Bs.
I think it seems very strange because we've never had people that come in and say the room's cluttered.
Listen, I want you to take everything that I'm saying in the spirit of constructive criticism. I am not here to attack you about your personal taste. What I am suggesting is more people would come to stay here if you broadened the appeal. I mean, some people share your taste, apart from anything else. What you're trying to do is open yourself up to the 90% of people who don't in the world. I feel very strongly that you do have some lovely bits. They die in the morass of stuff that you've got there.
With the shock tactics doing their job, Alex has a suggestion for replacing the dining room's claustrophobic decor. By using a theme that's close to Sue's heart, will Alex be given free rein for the redesign?
I would love you to make that the Balinese room.
Oh, well, that's all it can be.
Yeah.
You know, you've got all through the house, along the corridor and everything, you've got lots of prints. So we take everything from the other bits of the house that's anything to do with Bali, and we put it in there.
Despite agreeing with Alex's plan, it's clear that the guests' comments have given Sue's pride a knock.
This business is advertised as a family-run guest house. I can see Alex wanted to get some people in to see their general opinion, but these people obviously don't appreciate quality.
And not one to take criticism lying down, Sue calls in local businessman Chris Kirkham, one of her best customers.
I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to see me.
It's OK, no problem at all.
So, I have no problem at all with some of the things Sue has here. I have a huge problem with the fact that there seems to be no theme and there seems to be 100 different ideas all jostling for your attention.
My point of view is that probably quite a lot of people actually quite like coming into a guest house or a bed and breakfast because it picks up on the personality of the owner. And when you come here, you are getting Sue in Panavision.
Glorious Technicolor.
Absolutely, yes, you know, with surround, the whole works.
Yeah. Obviously, you're a fan of Sue, and you tell me that you place people here and they're very happy. You're a fan of her business.
Yeah.
What do you think of this room?
Oh, right, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I've got to phrase this very carefully so I don't upset Sue either. Yeah, all right, I agree with you that this room does need decluttering, and I will probably pay dearly for that remark.
Why, thank you, sir.
So it seems that even Sue's biggest ally has sided with the hotel inspector. As her visit draws to a close, Alex reiterates what needs to be improved to give Garden Lodge a fighting chance.
I've now, I think, been very fair. We brought in what we've called our focus group, and I've even talked to one of your friends who places people here. So I think the same things do keep coming up. It's too cluttered, it's too personal. The business-personal separation isn't good enough. Those are the things that people keep saying.
Alex can't ignore that some guests have said part of the problem over the over-personalised guest house is the personality of the owner. She confronts the couple with some of their TripAdvisor reviews.
We phoned the guest house directly to book a room and were greeted by one of the rudest women ever. I assume that's you. The room was advertised as a 4-poster but was cramped and cluttered. Another one. The customer service was very poor. It wasn't possible to use a pool or to get dinner.
This is because they were wedding guests and wanted to come in very early in the morning. So early they should have actually booked the night before. And I think people that are very happy with places, and I've spoken to people about this, don't even bother to review it on the internet.
I agree, but that means that there are some unhappy customers. I've got a hotel myself, so I'm telling you that I know very well that you can't please all the people all the time.
But you can please most of the people most of the time.
That is the plan. So, here, I'd like you to agree or disagree the principle about depersonalising.
Well, now you're not going to touch my lounge.
You're feeling much better?
I'm feeling much better about it.
OK, so you need to take everything down. Keep aside in one area of the house all the things that you would like to put back in here. When I come back, we will look at every single piece and decide where to hang it so that it shows to its best advantage. I think you'll love it. And more importantly, I think your guests will love it. Are you with me?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
After weeks of battle, Alex has finally persuaded Sue and Ron to get behind her plans for transforming Garden Lodge. Is it now on the path for a rosy future?
I can't tell you how relieved I am. I never thought for a moment that Sue would give in. But I tell you what, I still think Sue's going to find it so hard to declutter that dining room. I'm just going to have to wait and see whether I've really won this war.
I'm looking forward now till the next visit when they come and do the makeovers, because I want to see what it looks like, and obviously I want more customers to come, so you know, it's going to be interesting to see if what she's doing is really going to work for us.
A few days later, and work is well underway on the renovations at Garden Lodge. But as Alex expected, removing the results of 2 decades of hoarding has been a painful process for Sue.
I've done what Alex has asked me to do and stripped the room. Well, it's nearly stripped now. When I took all my pictures down, I must admit, I did have quite a good cry. Alex has still got to prove to me that this is actually going to make my business busier. I'm not convinced yet. I don't really want to come in here again now until it's all finished. It's depressing seeing it like this, and I just want them to get on with it now and get it finished, and I'll go and do whatever I've got to do and let them get on with it, really.
But for Sue, leaving the decorations alone might be easier said than done.
Here! He's brought blown vinyl. I told him in the first place we can't have blown vinyl because... Yeah, but that's not blown vinyl.
I know that.
Because...
We're going to stop this in being good.
People do this and they pick it off.
Really?
We've had it in the hall and we had to paper all the hall again because people go like this and they stand and pick it off. I'm not having blown vinyl. I've gone along with Alex on Magnolia. I've gone along with stripping my walls, but I'm having the paper I want painted on my walls.
We weren't told, so obviously we can't. If they don't tell us, we can't put it up.
You should be a mind reader. Women have to be.
Sue, she certainly knows what she wants. I've got something quite similar, but unfortunately, it wasn't quite what she wanted.
It takes a woman to sort these things out all the time. My husband is going to come down now, so if you can find something you've got 10 rolls of, yeah?
Right, let's get on.
I'm not having blown vinyl.
The disagreement over the wallpaper may have blown over, but there's another unwelcome surprise waiting for Sue outside. Keen to encourage a thorough clear-out of the dining room, Alex has arranged for a special delivery.
Oh, my God, what does she expect me to do with this? I know I'd like to put in this at the moment.
Good afternoon, Sue. This is a present from Alex.
Dear Sue, thought this might be useful to you. Can't wait to see what's in it on my next visit. Lots of love, Alex. Well, it won't be here when she comes next time because there isn't room for it on my car park for all my customers' vehicles that go there. So you better load it back up because I've got nothing to go in it. You think you've got problems? Just swap places.
Unimpressed, Sue has her own suggestion as to what to do with the skip.
Well, Alex might have some cheap crap at her hotel she'd like to put in here. I suggest you go down to Devon, actually, because I haven't got any cheap crap to go in it. I'm extremely pleased this is Alex's last visit because I just want to get back to running my business now without all this going on all the time. But I will be glad to get my dining room back to not looking like an empty cavern that echoes when you go in it because it's so empty. If Alex doesn't allow me to keep the character and the personality in the room, I should make sure it's put into that room when she's gone.
After months of convincing and cajoling, the hotel inspector is back for her last visit to Garden Lodge. Alex is hoping that she and Sue will now join forces to finish the redecoration of the dining room.
I would like Sue to look at her dining room and be happy with it. I would like her to accept that I've done all this in her best interest. And most importantly, the proof will be in the pudding. Can Sue become more successful? That we'll only find out with time.
Garden Lodge in Folkestone is an Aladdin's cave for all the wrong reasons. The house is swamped in collections, and the dated, cluttered interiors have lost their appeal to modern visitors. Alex has convinced the couple to strip back the dining room. She plans to reintroduce a fraction of Sue's collectibles for a fresh look.
Gosh, looks very different, doesn't it?
Does.
Very lighter.
What do you think?
It's not better and it's not worse, it's different.
Different is one way of putting it, and Sue once again has her reasons for not decluttering as much as she could.
It felt like you were just trying to take us completely out of this room, make it completely impersonal.
Despite me saying what I'm saying about making it the Bolognese room, I mean,
Yes,
how can
but
you
it's-
accuse me of that?
Because I thought you wanted all my photos out as well, which has completely taken us out of the room.
Well, why don't we bring them back now? There's no point in you waiting until I'm gone, darling. OK, I'm very happy to put them back here and now, and we do it all together. Maybe on this wall.
With the truce called, it's time to adorn the magnolia walls with a few select family photos and pieces of art.
Look better on a clean background, don't they? What?
I think we've got to see what space we've got on that wall.
OK, fine. Fine by me.
Facing an obstinate Sue, Alex decides to compromise in this war of the wall space.
Quite close to... That looks nice, doesn't it?
Is that the right way round? Can we look at it the other way round?
It's been a battle of wills at every stage of the process, and Sue is still at risk of letting her collections cost her her business. But with the restrained decoration complete, will she finally change her mind?
Sue.
Yeah?
Do you like this?
Yes, I like it.
Does it feel more like your home again?
Oh, now I've got my photos back, yeah.
I think, for me, it means that people are going to come in and there's this connection with Barley, which is something nice.
With the guest public area brought into the 21st century, Alex wants to show Sue that her effort in decluttering will pay off. Will one last challenge be the push Sue needs to realise it's all been worthwhile?
My plan tomorrow, if you are willing to lay on a traditional Kentish cream tea, is to get lots of people down here, people who may use this not only as overnight guests, but also this room and the future conservatory. See what they think, see if they approve of the new, I think, improved look. We'll see, won't we?
We will. I better hurry up and go and get some cakes and scones made then.
I have great faith in you, Sue.
Good.
And keen to impress, Sue furiously prepares for the party. But will the new dining room impress the guests and VIPs?
What I'm hoping is that people will come in and there'll be good energy to see the changes that are here and hopefully the change in Sue too.
The guest list of local business and tourism leaders also includes local MP and former Conservative Party leader Michael Howard.
This is the hotel inspector.
Right.
And the conversation quickly turns to how the hotel inspector coped with her most formidable opponent yet.
I can imagine it was a huge battle of wills, and I'm extremely glad I wasn't there. I wouldn't have liked to be in the middle of it.
Don't want to put them off.
But has the transformed dining room made an impact on the guests?
I think the dining room is much better. It's a lighter area, much less clutter.
And even Chris Kirkham is back to cast his opinion.
All right, darling, this is a tough one.
Go on.
Do you prefer it more now, or did you prefer it more as it was before?
That's difficult. That is difficult. No, this is a fantastic compromise. It's still Sue's dining room, but you've done what you said you wanted to do, which was declutter.
So you approve?
I do.
Thank you, sir.
So it seems the hotel inspector's handiwork has been met with positive reviews. The guests leave Garden Lodge, and all that's left for Alex to do is have one last chat with Sue and Ron.
The response today has been very, very good. I mean, I thought you were in your element with all these people.
It's nice to know, really, that, you know, you've got the support when you need it.
You seem much happier than you were when we first arrived.
Well, I think when you first arrived, we were dreading what you were going to do, but now you're going, we know what you've done.
So it's just relief,
It's an easy way round it.
We've got to see what extra business we're going to get in. You know, that is going to be the proof of it at the end of the day.
I'm hoping that this will reverse the trend. And although you think that I have wanted to make you like other anodyne hotels, that was certainly never my intention. I think it's essential that places like this exist.
And if we can create the sort of feeling that we did today, then I think this business can go forward quite considerably.
And I won't put loads of stuff back in because you let me put my photos in.
Yeah, woohoo! I think, you know, darling, this is my idea of heaven. When I first came to Garden Lodge, it was filled with dolls, fairies, chintzy plates and innumerable other ephemera, all of which left me feeling that there wasn't even room enough for guests to breathe. It's still not to my personal taste, but I believe that by compromising with Sue, I've made her happy and I've also managed to broaden its appeal. The rest is up to Ron and Sue.